it's Carolyn here to share another channeled message from the Light Keepers, a group of angelic beings I channel for your life journey during this awakening and ascension time. So, once again, we've got an unexpected channel here. This one came out of the blue for me with respect to, okay, they just said the fear campaign in the collective. So they're really focusing on, honestly, just this topic of fear in the collective. And so I hope this is helpful to you moving forward in this journey, because as you know, we're in extremely intense times, not only energetically via the planets and the sun and just the earth shifting and changing, but in our human collective and the things that are going down in 3D. It's going to read that today. But first, what I want to do is I just want to channel some information about Lionsgate and the new moon. So we've got that happening all on the same day. And we're just going to go ahead and see what they bring in, because today I was given the idea that they had something to say about this, and I really didn't have time to sit down and record it, so I thought, well, we're just going to talk live. So I hope you enjoy this. We're going to step into that, talk a little bit about Lionsgate and new moon, which is on the 8th, and then I'm going to read this channel, which really talks about the fear campaign and just fear in general across the collective and what you can do to assist yourself, as well as you know, the collective, since we are on this oneness, this collective journey in humankind. So thank you so much for being here today. I'm Carolyn. I'm a channel, I'm a distance energy healer, and I'm a spiritual awakening mentor. And I offer these channels from the Light Keepers to guide you along your life journey through this ascension and awakening time. So I hope this is helpful to you. Like I always say, I hope you take a couple things away that you can use as puzzle pieces for your own journey forward. So for those of you who are new, welcome. Thank you so much. I would love it if you would like, share, and subscribe. And thank you again for everybody who always joins me. I love reading your comments, and I learn as much from you as hopefully you learn from me and the Light Keepers. So below in the description box, you're going to see a link that takes you into a video that is offered on flow and how to create that in your body for health and wellness. Flow is so incredibly important in our bodies, and there's so much we can do to help that along and accentuate our journey and make it easier on us. So check that out, and then that leads you to a weekly email where I channel the Light Keepers for your support. I do it in poetic form, and they present that to you every Friday for the week forward. So join me there as well. So we're just going to go ahead and get going and see what they have to say about the new moon and Lionsgate. As you know, this is an energetic time in our astrological year. So what they're showing to me right now is, okay, they just said high energetic pathway, step up to the higher light. This is an opportunity in Lionsgate, for you to grab a hold of the golden ring of great loving compassion and kindness to yourself and to others. But it is a higher light pathway, framed up by the energies that are coming into the planet during this time. Okay, so what they're showing a lion too. This is interesting. I think I could be wrong because I'm not an astrologist, but I'm getting a lot of love. Is Leo love? I think so. Needless to say, they're showing the lion, Leo. They're showing this. Okay, so this is what they're showing me for the metaphor. Have you ever seen when you're like, I don't know, if you watch the Grammys or the Oscars, or, you know, those big performances they have in between songs, or they're doing a song and then they have a stage, but they're showing this to me as you walk up, the performer walks up the stage, it lights up. So light, right? Like boom, boom, boom as they walk up. That's what's happening. They're showing this here. They're showing we're getting a step up with Lionsgate. Oh, they just said entering into the passageway of higher light. Okay, so Lionsgate, what they're trying to explain, and with this new moon, because remember, the new moon is about us bringing into our journey what we wish to manifest in our own journey and in the collective, but it's showing a step up to the light-filled way. So we're getting a bump up, if that makes sense. I wonder if this is a timeline shift too, because they keep talking about the energetic pathway that it's creating for us, but it's like we are getting this bump up. Light workers are really going to notice this, is what I'm getting. We've already talked about how the energies in August, we're going to see intensity around the collective and all the things that are happening, more separation, but the separation is intense. It's more intensified, as if you'd think it could get any more intense, right? But it's going to. And we're also going to see the Earth events. We've talked about that in the August energy update. But this, right now, it's like it's helping us forward in August, because August is going to be so intense. And we've already talked about how June, July, and August were massive months of transformation for us individually and collectively. And we are seeing that now. So this gives us some, they just said leg up. Okay. Oh, isn't that funny? Leg up, you step up, right? Leg up. They're so funny with their metaphors. And we're going to be able to see across the sea of humanity more. What they're showing is, remember, on this light pathway that we're on, and we're heading toward the horizon of the light, of the great light that's showing up now, right? From the August video I just did last week, they're showing Lionsgate giving us a leg up, and we're able to, and this isn't about looking back, but we're able to see the sea of humanity that's coming our way, wishing to join us in the journey. But they're talking about they have work to do. However, we are the ones that are, we've always talked about this, paving the way. So they're really talking about paving the way. We've paved the way. So it's not that other individuals don't have to do their work. They're just not really conscious of what's happening and going on in their journey, because they've chosen not to wake up at this point in time. So we're leading and guiding them forward, doing so much of the work, because so many of us clear for the collective too, as we're working on our own individual journey. We've not talked a lot about that, but clearing for the collective is a thing, okay? So the work that you do helps others, because remember, we're all one ultimately. So as we're moving up to that, this is Lionsgate. We've stepped up in this big step where the light goes on. And they're showing one step, but there are other steps, but we're not on those yet. But we've taken a step up with Lionsgate energetically. We're going to have massive energies coming into the planet. And what you're going to notice here in this channel, because this is all tying together now that I think about it, in this channel they talk about help from the stars, okay? Oh, I have so many chills. It feels to be a very significant time, and they keep saying, where help from the stars will be emitted. Oh, no, admit, like we're going to admit them. They're going to, I don't know what that means. They just said we are entering your way in a way that's very different than in the past. Offering codes of light, but they just said, but the galactic beings are in charge. Whoa. Okay, this is, I have so many chills. This is going in a different direction. Galactic beings are in charge. They're coming to assist and help. Okay, in ways that may be unseen. However, others, those of the light ways, many will see them. Yeah, because even with the subscriber community I have of you all, there are many of you that are highly connected to the star beings and see them and interact with them and commune with them regularly. And what I'm very much getting is this is such an intense time. And they're talking about the fear campaign. Gosh, this is so interesting. That they just said they're interjecting. And it's energetics. Because here's the thing, what I'm getting is, I think some of us know this is about our journey. We are here to pull ourselves out of our own abyss that we created over eons of time, right? Because we've come back over and over again in lives, and now we are here to kind of fix what we screwed up in the past, right? And participated in. But what I'm getting is the star beings are assisting in the way they can, but without showing up. And, okay, they just brought the movie Arrival, if you've ever seen that. They just brought the movie Arrival to me. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, it says it doesn't mean they're coming and landing and making their presence known globally. Oh, but they will in ways to individuals. Oh, that will heretofore be known. as times that cannot be denied. Wow, I don't know what that means. That's interesting. Oh, they just said energetically speaking. Okay, so we're going to feel this. I think August is massive, which is interesting because they gave us the big channel last week about the energies of August, but they weren't showing much for the rest of the year. This channel starts talking about the rest of the year, so they really wanted us to know. And this is just on the entry point to Lionsgate, so no wonder they're bringing this. Okay, so we're seeing the sea of humanity coming toward us. Massive amounts of shift and change coming energetically, stepping up on the light pathway step. We're not just on, the Lionsgate is taking us up. Okay, they're talking higher dimensionally. I think you're going to feel an individual shift and change. Some of us aren't as sensitive to those shifts and changes, but gosh, it feels like we're going to do a timeline shift, a higher collective timeline shift in August. Oh, they just said, yes, Lionsgate will assist in this. So some of us, like myself, have been able to tell when we've had a collective timeline shift. I kind of know when I've had individual timeline shifts, but now it's getting a little fuzzier to figure that out because there's so much going on. And you kind of know when you wake up in the morning or when, like, it just feels, I don't know how to explain it, like you're in another world, like you just know something's different and shifted. But remember, these timeline shifts, they're all positive, is what I'm very much getting, is that this is the work we've done, so we're shifting up, maybe microns in a timeline that's more conducive to our ascension, is what they just said. So I'm going to leave you with that for New Moon, Lionsgate. Remember the step up, the light that goes on when you step on it, right? We're getting assisted in many ways, Okay, so we're going to go ahead and read this next piece that I did channel, and I recorded and then I transcribed so I could actually read it to you. I don't think I'm going to have a lot of comments afterwards because I've really already kind of done that. But this is regarding what we're seeing out there in the collective with respect to fear. So remember, as light workers, we understand fear. We understand that it comes from the game. They just said the game that's being played. Bouncing it back and forth. They're showing the ball going back and forth. Fear, 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 right? Always something new to fear. But we don't have to fear. Well, okay, now just came in. Was this Kennedy? Or, I'm terrible, I don't know. I think this is Kennedy. Nothing to fear but fear itself. And that's totally true. It's totally true. When we start understanding that, so much can change. Okay, I'm going to read this. Here we go. The squeeze is coming. Oh, yes, it is. Trying to turn your way from within. Instead, looking outside, the energies that wish to send fear in your way. For it is not, and will not be something you need to succumb to see your way forward. For you are here, and protect it. Do not let yourself be blind of what is in your face, for you are being squeezed through the knothole of conforming with the rest, and pressure and fear and wondering if it is a prison you make so dear by not following along what the rest of the world seems to be doing in their day. But you are not alone, never, for you have the ones who are traveling with you from the distant star. Here to protect you and watch over you, we say. Your light and strength show in your face. And yet at times you sink down in worry and wonder how you can get through this. But it is, we find, things that will come and shatter your mind that you will not understand, but you will see it from a higher perspective in your day. But from the human perspective, these things that are coming will not be understood by the majority. But you will know it and feel it, even if your human mind cannot wrap around it in time. For much is shifting and changing, and you will see now how the push from behind and from in front and the sides will make you feel like you're in a small jail cell too. But oh yes, understand that you have the key, for you can create your own in time and move through the gateways, the thin bars of metal that you see around you and enclosed you feel. But no, you will escape through them today, for you will turn into a different form, one that can no longer be imprisoned. For you are awake and understand how we showed you just recently what is August in your day, the great boiling pot of pressure, and oh yes, now even more in time. But stay with your guidance and your knowing, and never let fear enter in you. And if you feel it coming up your backside, you will quickly know it, for this is not the vibration you live in. But oh yes, they have turned up the heat, and more will be coming. But understand, there are things coming that will stop all of this nonsense in your day. But yes, the pressure is greater. Stay with your focus on knowing on where you're going in time. The light on the horizon is there and coming. Just keep marching forward. As we say, do not be Lot's wife, turning into a pillar of salt. For she looked back over her shoulder, and they attracted her in her day. For it is all vibrational. Even those of you who are experienced at this can often wonder, are you following the way? And how will you get through this in these times? But oh, you will, and you're being supported by the divine. Keep marching forward always. Do not look back over your shoulder, for those who wish will journey in your way and catch up with you, but do not slip back in the crevice in time. You will know if you are succumbing when you start feeling fear every day. And yes, we understand for the human, that will creep in on occasion, but you will quickly swat it away like the fly in your face that irritates you. Small it is in size, but can be annoying to you just at the same time. So gather yourself and bring yourself back up and shake it off. Let the dust fly where it may, for you are shining beautifully with the bright cleanliness of the light. Do not worry what crawls up your back and wishes for you to take time to listen to it too and focus on it, for the din is growing louder and louder across the world wide. And some of you will decide that you've had enough of this, and it is difficult for you to say that you will not succumb to all the growing pressure around you in your day. But know that you're always protected regardless of what you choose to do in time. You are here. Just stay on the light pathway and do not look over your shoulder, and let it be that you succumb to all that you see. For as we mentioned, the voices are growing louder, and the division in time is here to split humankind down the middle. A growing faction, but it must be stood up against in time across the world wide. The powers that be think they will have their day, but you will find as we move further into the end of the year, completely different light will be glowing in the distance to help you enter a new day in time. And now I talk because I'm seeing something. Okay, so what you're showing me now is what has joined in. Ooh, wow, I have chills. But like starting in September this is. It's like pressure building, as we've talked last week about August. Pressure building from all sides, squeezing us in many different ways. Squeezing us to conform is what you're saying. To conform. But what I'm getting now is a violet light joining in. On the horizon, there's a violet light joining in that I'm seeing from September through December, starting to join in with the white light. There's something very different going to happen between September and the end of the year. Oh, you're saying a new pathway. And then they speak. Yes, we say, one that you did not expect in your way, for you will be diverted to a higher light. So much is changing for you. Understand. Lean into the light and the awakening ascension journey in your day. Let it come and let it be. Ask your angels and guides to give you all that they can see for your higher good. Allow yourself to sink into quiet times in your day. Bring in the healing powers that you can bring into your own self, and have your angels and guides assist you. For the higher light is there for you. It now joins with the violet flame of the greatness for you. Ascending higher into the realms, the light pathway growing for you. And then I say, and this is interesting because it ties to what I just channeled, okay, I'm seeing steps now. It's like, oh, you just said ascended times. And then they speak. Ascending out of the abyss, we say, many more will join you today. But yes, there is on the plateau you of the higher light. And then I say, so there are steps that we're starting to take. They're all bright and light. It's the typical look of like, I guess, going up to heaven, what we typically think, but I know that's not what you're talking about. This is the ascending in vibration and a metaphor. And it feels like they can't access it. The lower light can't access us. And we're seeing that all around us in politics and world governments and their mandates and many things. Oh, there's a violet flame light being offered to us. Oh, you just said for health and wellness. And then they say, blocking those that think they can enter in your doorway. For a fight it is. But you, the light worker, go against the grain. You swim through the current. The other way you go, and most often they don't see you too. For you have become invisible as you are higher vibration. And few see or can identify you in your day. But you know where you come from and why you are here. For these are the times where the true work begins. You understand it and you know it, swimming against the current in your day. And then I say, okay, now you're showing me this as a metaphor, swimming against the current. And it's like there's this mass of humanity going one direction, but then as we, as individuals, are going the other way as light workers, but we're swimming through what looks like oceans of people coming through the water, but we're going the other way, and they don't see us. Oh, and so that's a metaphor. It's a metaphor of finding your own way in time, you just said. And they say, you know the lighter, brighter pathway. It's not about succumbing to the energies that they're offering you, but know that you are taken care of instead. For it is what you think it is, what you know and will be in your own self for your journey. For you have selected to do this journey of all time. Traveling what you know is the higher vibration of you. For now you are coming from the outside and manifesting what you worked on forever in a day. You are ready to climb into the new timeline and the higher vibration in your day. This is what you're manifesting now, just in time to step out. For all of this inner work you've done has allowed you to move, now to manifest the outside world you wish. For there are many layers, we say, subtle differences of energy, which is why you do not look over your shoulder. You just keep moving forward in the light, bright pathway. And now the violet flame has joined you with the crystalline to rise you higher. For this is a higher vibration you move to, because you are now manifesting what you have worked on so much in the past days and years. Ready for this time, we say, when you will look down upon the masses, wishing to ascend out of the abyss, no longer following what has been the march of all time, or brainwashed and led astray. For you see the swirl back there, but it is further away from you now. You stand upon the lighter of the pathway. And then I say, yes, I see this. So what I'm seeing now, just in this quick week or two, as we're moving toward September, we're moving now up into this. It's this crystalline and violet light, almost like a cliffside of light, this big step up. We're ascending higher and we're looking down. Others are coming their way out of the abyss. I'll just say the lower energies are kind of coming our way. Also, those who wish to control us, those who wish to ensnare us, those who wish to keep us held down are trying to come on the light pathway. But they can't. They can't get there. But it feels like they can because of the pressure that we see and feel around us, the swirl around us. But they can't because they aren't in the higher light. Oh, you just sewed the Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch of the West. And when she started to melt, and she melted, and she melted, and this is what I'm getting. One by one, they're going to melt. I don't know what kind of time frame this is, but we are looking down from afar, and now we're pulling others up into the cliff that is full of light and violet and crystalline. And those of the lower light, those who wish to control us, are melting. It's going to feel like they're coming to get us, but they can't because there's an energetic barrier. And you're going to feel that and know that. And the swirl will be all around you, as we said. But there's going to be something that's going to feel like a jail cell. But what we have to know is we can slip through the jail cell bars. And then they say, oh, yes, we say, you are here on this pathway. You are now going to be looking down upon them, the higher light of you. This is the vibration you will move into. And we say you will skirt all the things that are coming your way. And yes, don't let them pull you in or divert you from your mission. For your mission is, as you know, to find the brighter of the pathway of your own journey in time. You are being guided individually, but as a collective, you are all together. So know that there is nothing to fear or for you to change and shift in what you're doing in time that does not feel proper for you. For it is all an inside-out feeling of what you know you need to do. And now you're manifesting the newer of the brighter pathway and quickly have ascended to it in time. Watch from afar and do not look back, for you will see what is coming your way. For you have help coming from the stars, more than you know, and often invisible in time. Call upon your angels and guides, but never in fear, only in beauty and love and light and unconditional love for all we say, even those who have not found their way and wish to hold back others. For you are the higher of the light, and you know it. Greater knowings will come, we find, faster than you can imagine. So much is changing in time. We wished to give you this sneak peek of the things that are coming your way, for you are divinely guided. Stay in your light and your love. Hold on to each other's hands. Support one another in your day. Do not fight and do not fright, and never beat another down who does not agree with you. Love them for all you can, we say, even at a distance, for you are all coming together eventually as one in your day. We leave you in light and love this day, now and forevermore, the Light Keepers. Okay, so I felt really emotional at the end, those last two paragraphs. I could just feel emotion coming up. Because ultimately, yes, this is all about the collective journey. Did you notice, and I won't go back through that, how in this channel that I did, when was it? Yesterday morning, there was, it's 1:11. Yay! There was definite commonality between what I just channeled for the new moon and Lionsgate. This is going to get so interesting. And of course, as you know, they use a lot of metaphors, so you might want to go back over this again. I think you see where we're headed here. Oh, wow. I hope you have enjoyed this today. I hope it helps you along your journey in August. I think it's going to be massive. We'll probably keep doing more energy updates I'm getting. I don't know why. I mean, I know I want to keep guiding people along the process of spiritual awakening and ascension, but so much of this is energetic and what's in our face right now that it seems like energy updates are most helpful to everyone. But I will continue still, as I am guided, to present, I guess I will just say, knowledge and understanding of the awakening process itself. So I just want to thank you all for joining me today. This was, again, as I say, I guess all my channels are kind of unexpected, but I hope you took something away for your own journey. And remember, I offer channeling for you individually. I offer channeled messages in document form, 8 pages as a minimum, so that you can really digest it and read it as you wish on your own. Or I offer channeled personal messages via the phone or Zoom if you're international. Additionally, I offer distance energy healing, where we can couple that with a channeled messages session. Or if you'd like, spiritual awakening mentoring, where I work with you long term as many times as you'd like. You get a 10% discount by actually working with me in the mentoring program. They are powerful sessions where we work with you on your awakening journey. We talk about your past, we talk about your present, and we talk about your future. I channel in all of these extensively. And we really take a good look at your soul journey, which includes past lives that are impacting you today. It is so powerful to know what your past lives are that are impacting your current situation. I have helped so many people along these lines as we start understanding why things are happening the way they are in your current journey. And we're here to clear out those past lives so that we can ascend and move higher into the higher light. So if you'd like to work with me, reach out, purplerainhealing.com. And again, thank you so much for joining me today. And Hiroshi and I say, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.